Yeah, special greetings to you watching me out there. My name is Fandov Azike. Today, I will be talking on the subject matter, political culture and reorientation of the masses. Very, very important. However, if today is your very first time of seeing my teachings or messages, please consider to subscribe. When you subscribe, you will learn more on political education and human development. You will also learn more and discover the principles and instructions of great men and women of all times. Do not forget to comment. Do not forget to click the notification bell so you can get alert whenever I upload a new video. Without wasting much of your time, though the subject is going to be brief, but very, very important. So share to your friends, most especially our young people. The subject matter, political culture, and reorientation of the masses. Why I'm emphasizing on the importance is simple. Man, when I mean man, I'm talking of man and the woman. Man is by nature a social, political animal. That is to say, man can only survive, can only realize his full potentials when he lives among his fellow human beings in a societal context where law and custom exist that will promote good life. So when you examine this very statement properly, irrespective of your belief system, you will discover that politics is part and parcel of us. We must be involved in the political system. And politics is nothing but the exercise of power. The authoritative allocation of values. So now, the subject matter, political culture, and the reorientation. but the main topic remain the political culture. For us to have a very good knowledge of political culture, it is important that we understand what culture means. Let us look at it from a holistic viewpoint rather than citing so many school of thoughts. Culture, in the simple definition, implies the way people inhabiting a particular defined area lives their life. The way of people's life. This includes their behavior. This includes their attitude, their language, their tradition, even their celebrations, even their food, their belief system, their custom. Culture is the way a group of people living in a defined territory live their life. And this culture you see today are being transmitted from one generation to the other. And individuals are being taught these cultures in a practical way, that this culture becomes part of them. This culture goes a long way to influence them in whatever they do. It occupies their mindsets. So culture is the value system of a people. Culture defines the people. So culture holistically, comparatively, implies how people live and value their life, their modus operandi, the way they operate. Is culture. However, culture as well can be modified if, when totally evaluated, and such culture happens to meet the test of time, maybe as a result, in the years of yesteryears, when these cultures are put in place, certain considerations were not put in place on futuristic development. But at that time, such culture was comfortable and functional at that point. So culture can be modified to meet the current realities. The one that is inhuman to humanity can as well be abolished or in one way or the other. So today, culture is part of us and we are part of the culture. So we are talking about the subject matter, political culture. Then what is political culture? Political culture simply means that aspect of politics that is influenced by the culture of the people within that defined area. Is a political process whereby the people's culture, their behavior, their law, everything about their culture is imparted or has an influence in the political system. And like I said before, man can only develop and realize his full potential when he lives among men in a societal context where custom and law is in place for him to have a good life. So when people celebrate everything, so for you to have your full happiness, you need to participate. Today, government is to promote the happiness of the greatest number. So now the political culture, politics being an exercise of powers and authoritative allocation of values. For you to actualize your potentials and have a good life, you need to participate. So political culture defines how people believe in the system, how culture and the political process work hand in hand to produce or a legitimate process of promoting what? A healthy state. Today, you as an individual, we want to evaluate our current political culture. The culture that is in existence today, if it's something we can sustain or something you need a new orientation. So the attitude of the people, their belief system in the political process is called political participation. Now, political participation also have been exhausted extensively by different schools of thought. But we are going to look at political culture from the view, a comparative view on the subject matter called civic and political culture. And under that civic political culture, we are going to take a very particular area that is called participant political culture, or in quote, moral political culture. This type of political culture, it is when or where you believe that you and government have a responsibility to make things work. Government, there's a master servant relationship between you and the state. You and the state will work hand in hand to ensure that things are working out. So we are going to look at it from the participant political culture, in quote, moral political culture. So as a citizen of a particular country, you have an obligation to participate in the political system to ensure that you realize your full potential and enjoy a good life. So if the state also fail to work or deliver the effective promises or functions, it also implies that you also have a question to answer, because it's like an output and input method. So today, we are going to look at the political culture, the participant political culture. One of the areas you, as a citizen of a country, is to participate during elections of your country, of your community. Because when you participate in a system, you also have the right to question the system. And the system can as well pay attention when you make requests. But if you don't participate in the system, you are also making the system, or you are promoting the system to do things that will go against your will. So you must participate by doing what? By starting from your registration until you cast your votes or exercise your franchise. In terms of participation, one of the political culture that we met in our various countries today is the culture of greasing our palms before we vote, introduced by the political enterprise or money bank politicians. Yes, this is a very bad political culture that need a reorientation. When you eat tomorrow's food today, you will go hungry tomorrow. When you eat your cake today, you will not have it tomorrow. That is to say, when you consume your future today, you will have no future tomorrow. The individualistic political participation is not the same or in line with participant political culture or moral culture, political culture. People that comes with money to buy your vote can never have you in mind, because what they are going there is to project their interest. They will no longer make that society for you to realize your potentials and live a good life. So the reorientation is for you not to accept this money and save your future by refusing to take this money and vote for somebody who is believe in the political participant or participation or moral political culture that serve the general interest of the people. These people that believe in the moral political culture or participant culture are people who have the genuine idea and intention to run the government that will make you realize your potential. So the culture of greasing the pan of voters or bringing money to you or you collecting money, you need to stop if really you want to progress and realize a good potential in any state, community, villages. Do not collect money from aspirants. Discover their intentions. Is a bad political culture. Another culture, political culture, that we also have, that we don't go for voting, that your vote don't count. Yes, when you begin to consolidate on this vote cannot count, you are making people who are far less or who are inferiors in your society to become rulers. Dedicate one day for 4 years. Dedicate one day in 4 years to go and secure your future. Go to your polling units. Vote for candidates you believe in his ideologies count the votes, stay and defend their votes. The sacrifice you make today is your tomorrow. When you do that, elections will become more attractive. The reorientation is that you dedicate one good day in 4 years, sacrifice it to protect your future. Your attitude and the belief system that your vote don't count is a false political culture. Is a bad political culture that you must be discouraged. Rather, dedicate this one day from voting to observation to counting and declaration. When you do that, you will realize your potential and have a good life in your country, in your community. Another aspect is making yourself a willing tool in the hands of the political elites by snatching the ballot boxes, thuggeries. That is not the belief system that will produce a good leadership. Such political culture is not acceptable anywhere in the world or exposed societies. Winning election through the barrel of gun is illegitimate. But winning the election through the ballot paper is the legitimate means to exercise power and have a peaceful leadership. Though the political culture that politicians invest more on you to become a thug or a hoodlum will not make a better society for you. It may appear in the first time to be good going for you, but I can assure you it will not end well. You cannot realize your full potential. The reorientation is let them win election through the ballot box and produce the man with the popular view, the popular support, because government is all about the people. Democracy is all about the people. So on that note, when you vote the popular person, the society will provide a platform that will make you to realize your full potential and become a better person and happy. However, do not fail to subscribe, share. Consider this as part 1. Don't fail to drop your comments. I will attend to them. Your questions, I will attend to them. Subscribe and share and like. Thank you. Bye for the now.